Number 36 is now getting into polar coordinates. It asks you to plot the point -5, 4 pi given in polar coordinates and find other polar coordinates of the same point for which the following is true. R is greater than 0, and it's between -2 pi and 0. R is less than 0, and it's between 0 and 2 pi. It's the angle. R is greater than 0, and the angle is between 2 pi and 4 pi. So let's first plot our initial thing. So we're given -5, 4 pi. Remember, this is the radius, and this is the angle. So with that, 4 pi is going around the circle twice, because remember that the unit circle is 2 pi. So 4 pi is going around it twice. So we go around it once, then we go around it again. So we're right here. This is where we're at. Now, if this was a +5, we would be over here. But since this is a negative, when it's a negative, you reverse it from where the angle is, and it comes out the other side. So this is our actual direction. Now it wants us to go back and find other polar coordinates of this same direction, so where it equals this. So let me draw a new graph, and we want it to be pointing this way. Well, we're given some restrictions. We're told that R must be greater than 0, so it's going to be a +5, and then that our angle, it has to be between -2 pi and 0. So that means we're going to go around backwards. So since it's +5, we don't have to flip the direction, so we just go straight to it. So that's a -pi, because that's between the bounds that it gives us. Now let's do another one. It wants it in the same direction, which is this way. Let me pull it up. It wants it still this way, but now this one wants R. Let's think, okay, we're looking at B. It wants where R is less than 0, so that's going to be a -5, because that's what R was. But it wants the angle to be from 0 to 2 pi. So we need an angle that is basically right here, because it's negative and it's going to be flipped over. So since our bounds are touching 0 and not touching 2 pi, our angle is going to be right here, which is, both. That's a straight line right here is either 0 or 2 pi. So let's go with 0 as our angle. And then since it's negative, it would bounce to the other side. Lastly, let's look at C. We want an angle. We want a graph that again looks the same, like that, with the arrow pointing that way. But we want an angle greater than 0. So we're going to have a +5. And that then tells us that our angle has to get us over here. So it wants an angle that's between 2 pi and 4 pi. So that's going completely around once. That's 2 pi. And now we need to get back over here. So that's adding another pi. So it's 3 pi.